Hi Leo, I am here to do your angel messages for you. So this first pile is going to be the major influence of this time frame, okay? It's going to have an influence on everything. The Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, potentially self-discovery. Okay? Next, we are going to take a chakra card. This is to tell you if one of your chakras needs some balancing or if one is a focus during this time. Just something that is an emphasis, okay? You would know if it needs balancing or if it's just really strong. Let's see, okay. The heart chakra. Well, that's beautiful. And I will read to you about the heart chakra. Its keywords are I love. Parallel to the heart, this chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. It's believed to be the link between your mind, body, and soul. Balancing this area may take a while, but you should allow all the time that you need so the healing energy can get through and flow freely. By loving yourself and others, as well as learning forgiveness, you'll become more attuned with spirit. Okay? Now let's take a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle for this time frame. See what they have to say. Why? I think I might need to read the essential meaning of that. Okay. That is number 31. Went almost right to it. Why? Motives driving intention. The power of knowing why. Maybe I should read just a little bit more. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it and act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings to life and holds the potential for growth. Okay. Well, that's quite important, isn't it? Okay. Now let's get a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle to see what's important for you during this time. That why makes total sense, especially with the Hermit. Well, and the heart. Okay. One more. And remember, only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Oh. You have the Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. And I can see how that would go in with the why. Okay, a little bit more on the Hermit. You're on a path of spiritual knowledge and self-discovery. So take a moment, retreat from everyday life, and go create space for introspection. Go within and you'll discover the knowledge and clarity that you seek. So to me, that, really fits perfectly with the why, knowing the whys. use your mind wisely, and your heart. They all work together quite well. Okay, now let's take a card for the emotional aspect, the psychic, nurturing, sensitivity aspects of this time frame, and see what we get. All right. The Page of Water, or Cups. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. And these are things that can happen during this time, okay? And a good thing to remember is you can be a master in a variety of things and a page in something else. That just means, the youthful person who is learning something. So it's possible that either you're switching careers or adding an aspect onto your career or adding on to your life in some fashion, and you're learning about it, okay? And so to me, that would also make a lot of sense with the Hermit and the why and the use your mind wisely. And depending on what it is, say if now you're doing something or adding something into your life that you love, well, there's the heart chakra too. Okay, now let's check out the practical aspect, the grounded aspect, cautious, and being accountable, that kind of thing. What's going on there? You have the Queen of Earth, or the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very nice card. Generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, being practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. One of the things I really like about this particular energy is, I say she, of course, this is an energy, not a gender, but she has figured out a way to divide her time in such a way that her career side and family side both get the exact amount of attention that they need to be totally fulfilled, happy, abundant. So that's, to me, a wonderful energy. Okay, now let's take a card for your strength and being self-assured, maybe lively, fun, that kind of energy. And see what we get for this time frame. Okay. You have stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. That's a very, very interesting card. Challenge those in power. Okay, see, I'm looking at this and thinking about this. Whatever it is you are potentially taking on that makes you a novice, the beginning, something that you're learning. Maybe you have a wonderful idea. And oftentimes the people in power, if you present them with an idea, they're not too crazy about it because, you're the green person, the one that's not in the know. And they are, and sometimes they feel challenged by it. But if you have a great idea, you have a great idea. Okay, now let's take a look at communication, fairness, the air energies, okay? Let's see what we get. This is an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. You think these two might have something in common? Okay, go inside and find the spiritual meaning. And remember your heart chakra. And it's very important to know the reasons why for everything. And use your mind wisely. I can see how those all go together. And remember, this is the dominant energy. The one that influences the rest of this. And these, oops, sorry about the camera. And this one is an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. And avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. And here, stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So there is conflict somewhere here, but there is also extreme balance. And here you are, a page, you're beginning something, whatever that may be. So I see these two as kind of being together. You're new at whatever this is, but you have balance. You have figured out a really good way to go about this. Be careful though for who you include or talk to about this, I think, because there will be people who will challenge you. Okay? And it depends on who the challengers are. That's something that you might know and you might not know yet. Okay, let's take a few cards and see if we can get some more clarification on some of this. And also something else I'm saying here, it says why. It's important to know why. Use your mind wisely. And here you're going in for enlightenment. Maybe it's possible that at some point somebody's going to want you to do something that you don't think is right. And you need to be able to be strong and stand up and say, nope. If that happens. It might not happen. It's just a thought. Okay. All right. This fits in, I think, quite well with the page. This is somebody who is working hard at perfecting something. And they repeat and repeat and do it over and over again until they get it perfected, at least perfected to them. So that actually, yeah, really fits in. It can be anything. It can be concepts. It could be, you know, you actually at work. It could be anything, all the way from your thoughts to something physical. The Knight of Cups. Okay, all cups are about love. And the Knight of Cups is focused on, of course, love, romance, also artistic endeavors, new beginnings of sorts. How does that fit in? Because here, this is the Page of Cups. And right after the Page of Cups is the Knight of Cups. So it's a progression forward. So looks like you are progressing from a page into the Knight. Now the Knight is romantic, charming, and in love with love, thrives on all things beautiful, and is inspired by the many creative outlets that are available. And here you're working to perfect whatever this is. You have great balance. You divide your time very well. But these are cautionary, I think. Yeah, you need to stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Have confidence. Challenge those in power. But do choose your battles wisely. And you know what that means. If it's something that's not worth mentioning, don't. But if you are very adamant about your beliefs in something, go ahead and challenge them. But be careful. Don't make an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So this is a caution, and I would take heed, because people like that do exist. And don't let your heart get in the way. I mean, you know, you should lead with your heart. Go with your heart. Your heart's wonderful. But you also need to pay attention, you know, protect yourself, and don't be swayed by unethical people or people who do not have your best interest at heart. Okay, one more. Hangman. Okay. Putting yourself in hangman mode, which is similar but different from the hermit. The hangman, you put yourself in hangman mode to gain enlightenment about a situation. And I could see easily how you would put yourself in hangman mode, especially for these two. But overall, if you're starting something new and trying to perfect it, usually people will put themselves in some sort of a hangman mode because they're trying to figure it out. And that could be going on here. But it could also be, you know, this. Okay. Let's get a closing message from the Divine Doors and see what they would like to share. Okay. Hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing, as medicine it sings. Okay. Let's give a charm. Okay. Here's the universe using its humor. The camper. You have the camper. Now, how is that going to fit in? I don't know. The camper is moving on, moving towards or away from something. Okay, so in that respect, I can see how it would definitely fit in, because you're taking on something new and perfecting it. So this could mean you're moving towards that. You're taking on this new thing and you're madly on your way. Doesn't look like you're packing light, though. You have a camper. Or it could be that you're moving away from that. Maybe we'll take one more. I think every time I've had the camper, other than maybe once or twice, I always take another one. And I don't look, so I do not know. What is this? Okay. We have a little boy who's either kissing or leaning up against this little girl and has a bouquet of flowers behind his back, which would indicate, you know, kind of like a loving surprise. So maybe there is a surprise coming of a good kind. Okay. So I think overall this is really, really wonderful. You're starting something new. You have balance and abundance and figured out the family time. It's just these two you need to pay attention to. Use your mind wisely and know the whys of what's going on. Okay? All right. Have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.